Welcome to this visual summary of the Cuebid Guide on Secure Data and Data Centers. This video walks you through the guide on a high level so that you can quickly get an overview of the content and the key highlights from the guide. Make sure you download the complete guide for a deeper understanding of secure data and data centers and, how strengthening them can help you sleep better at night. Okay, let's dive right in. So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start by thinking about your business as a library. Then we'll look at your first line of defense, what we're calling your digital parachute. After that, we'll check out the engine that powers your business. And finally, we'll see how all of this transforms business risk into real resilience. Okay, so first up, let's use a simple analogy to really grasp today's IT world. Imagine for a moment that your business is a huge, invaluable library. It used to be pretty straightforward. All of your important information, all your books, were kept in one building. But today, that's just not the case. Your data is everywhere. Some of it's in your private data center, a bunch of it is in the cloud, and a whole lot is living inside apps like Microsoft 365. And this points to a really fundamental shift. We have to stop thinking of a data center as just a room with a bunch of servers. It's now a function. It's your organization's total ability to store, protect, and, this is key, restore your data no matter where in the world it happens to be. Which brings us to the most important question any leader can ask right now. With all your data scattered around, do you have real control? Or is it just a feeling of security? That's exactly what we're going to unpack. So let's talk about the first step in getting that control back. And that means looking at your primary storage. This is where your active day-to-day data lives and breathes. Our mindset here has to evolve. We used to think of storage as just a passive safe. A box to keep things in. But now, it has to be an active part of your cyber defense. Let's just compare the two. The old way was all about how much can it hold and how fast is it. The new reality is that security has to be built right in. Modern storage systems can actually spot weird behavior, like the super fast file encryption you see in a ransomware attack, and then automatically protect your data. It's not just a container anymore, it's a guard. All right, next up is the second pillar. Your backup. I want you to think of this as your digital parachute. It's not about just having it packed away somewhere. It's about knowing with 100% certainty that it's going to open when you pull the cord. And we need this parachute for three main reasons. The most common one? Simple human error. Someone accidentally deletes a critical file. Happens all the time. Then you've got system failures, like a hardware crash or a power outage. And finally, the really nasty one, a deliberate cyber attack, where the bad guys are actively trying to destroy your backups too. This is so important. Real security isn't achieved when the backup is finished. Not at all. It's only achieved when you can prove that you can actually restore from it, quickly and reliably. A backup you can't recover from is just expensive, useless data. So to make sure that recovery actually works, especially after an attack, your backup has to have three features. It needs to be immutable, meaning it can't be changed or deleted. It has to be air-gapped, which means it's totally isolated from your main network so attackers can't get to it. And finally, it needs to be scanned regularly to make sure no threats are hiding inside. That's how you build a real clean vault. Okay, so we've secured our active data, we've packed our parachute. That brings us to the third pillar, the server platform itself. This is the engine room of your business, where everything actually runs. These days, pretty much everyone uses virtualization, and the best way to think of it is like an apartment building. Instead of having a separate physical server for every single application, you have one big, powerful server. That's the building, and it houses lots of smaller, isolated virtual servers, which are the apartments. It's super efficient, but it means the foundation of that building has to be absolutely rock solid. Now, when that apartment building is in the cloud, it is critical to understand the shared responsibility model. It doesn't matter if it's infrastructure, platform, or software as a service. Just look at that right-hand column. You are always responsible for your data, how it's configured, and who can access it. The cloud provider handles the service, but you handle your security inside that service. Okay, so we've walked through the three big technical pillars: active storage, reliable recovery, and a secure platform. Now, let's tie it all together and talk about what this really means for your business, the strategic payoff. The bottom line is this: cyber risk is no longer just an IT issue. A data breach isn't a technical problem. It's a business problem that could shut down production. An outage isn't a system failure, it's a direct threat to your customer relationships. Cyber risk is business risk, plain and simple. But here's the good news. When you get this right, when you establish genuine control, the benefits are huge. You build trust with your customers, you make sure your operations are stable, you're able to meet tough compliance rules like NIS2 and GDPR, and maybe most importantly, you create a secure foundation that lets you innovate and grow with confidence. To get started or continue your cybersecurity journey, reach out to Cuebid, your expert partner in communication, data center, and security operations. Together, we help you build cybersecurity from the ground up. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to download the complete guide at cuebid.se, available in our Knowledge Hub.